Finally, I am live again. Ha! It's been tough. It's been so tough. Unprecedented, actually, because the power decides to just cut off. And then the data didn't work because the data decided also that I'm not going to work unless your Wi Fi is back. And I had to wait for the Wi Fi to be back. Now it is back. Thank you so much. Finally, I'm here. I know I was supposed to start at 5 and I kept struggling with the network, but now that it's here, let's get going. Nawaz Modi Singhania joining me today. Thank you so much. Welcome to everyone. My name is Annie. I host the afternoon show on 94.3 Radio 1. It's Monday to Friday, 12 noon to 4 p.m. And I also do a lot of talks on fitness, holistic health. Looking at holistic health, it may require at this point in time, well, I did need it, a jump start to kind of get myself back into a routine that is simpler than actually getting myself out of the house. Okay, and that's also because I bogged myself down with a lot of work, extra work that I wanted to take all on myself because we know how the lockdown has been. And so I do have people to share responsibilities with, but it's much lesser than what I used to have before. So less amount of time, and that means workout usually stays aside. It gets sidelined. It did happen with me only in these past 2-3 months, and so I want to get back to it. And Nawaz Modi Singhania promised she'll help me get that jump start. And if you join me, even if you don't have your workout gear, you're gonna love it. Just follow us. And I'm hoping Nawaz is here. Hi to everyone. There is Nawaz, Chirag, Samir, Random Dude. Okay, welcome Random Dude. Welcome everyone. And there we go. I hope this time Nawaz can join me. Yes, finally.
Hey Annie, how are we doing finally on?
Yes, finally on. And oh my God, I don't know what went wrong with. I'm going to adjust my light.
That too heavily on technology.
As much as we depend on it, I think when it goes the other way, you don't know what to do.
I'm going to switch my AC off because I think we get better hearing in a sec.
Yes.
Is that better? It
Yes,
is.
yes.
Lovely. Okay, so let's do this.
So I was saying, Nawaz, that I was waiting for a jump start because I haven't been exercising, and we spoke about this. In fact, we're going to speak more on this on Monday on Fitness Speak on my show on 94.3 Radio 1, 3 o'clock, by the way. That's Fitness Speak again. But today you're going to show me some things that I think we've had niggling problems of. We've been complaining, few aches and pains here and there because thanks to work from home as well as now getting back to office scenarios, it's like a balance of the two, and it's getting very, very difficult. And with a lot of the responsibilities that have come on your head, or if you have a compulsive nature like mine, you tend to keep most of it with you, not realizing how much it's taking away from you. You need to have some routines that are simpler yet equally effective. And you can do it through the day. Like you said, it's okay, wherever you are, this is what you can do, and this is how you can keep it going. So,
right. So, Annie, on that topic of yours, what tends to happen, especially during lockdown, is because we are limited in our movements. Our mobility is lost, our flexibility is lost. Even if we are up and around now and we've restarted work, we're going out, it's not that much, it's yet very limited.
right.
We find that aches and pains automatically happen. And we start having health issues. We're not functionally as fit as we wanted to be, meaning regular functions of the body, which we should be performing without any trouble, we're having trouble with. Okay?
Right.
Problem areas tend to be the neck. We tend to have aches and pains in the neck. We can't really move our neck around completely. Maybe we're overworking on the computer, iPad, whatever it is, Zoom, Insta Live. And
Yes.
yeah. So we need help with that. I'm going to show you a couple of things, very easy things to do to get rid of those sort of issues, because fitness is no kind of fitness at all till you're at least functionally fit, till at least you're comfortable in your own body and able to manage yourself in your daily activities. Nothing major here. Second issue which happens is with that slightest extra weight coming on, and it does tend to come on, we have at least emotional eating, if not major addictions to try and cope with this time. I mean, we're not even talking about alcoholism or any other kind of abuse, but just that little bit of extra emotional eating, correct, also gets you that 1-2 kilos at least more. And guess what all ends up in the midsection of the body? Oh my God, I don't want to know. Okay, of the body it lands up, and that's typically on your back. So you will have back issues. You will have you will feel stiff. You will feel sore. You will feel jammed in there. If you ignore it, you could end up with a slip disc. You could end up with sciatica. All sorts of issues. It's really important to strengthen and lengthen and open out those body parts. The third major issue, which is a problem, is the knee joint. The knee is the weak point in the body. And with more knee replacement surgeries happen in the country than any others. The knee is structurally weak, and there's a simple exercise which can help you reverse that problem, which I'd like to show you. Shins, ankles, etc., all take our weight and constant impact. So those areas, I mean, you need to generally stay lighter for that. You need that cardio activity to generally stay lighter, to keep your heart, lungs in the condition you want them to be, to fight what's happening in the environment these days, keep the immunity up, and also to make sure that you don't end up putting on weight and then having comorbidities, which right now you may not.
Right.
So all these become very important. So shall we start from the top? Lovely.
Let's
so
go for it.
Step back and show you a few things. Okay,
Yes.
starting
Got the mat on too.
with the head. Okay, muscles of the neck become weak. So to strengthen them, I'm going to do it sideways. It's easier for you to see. If you have your hands in front of you like this, palms on the forehead,
Right.
start pushing back with the palms, but forward with the head. Yeah, yeah. You may want to put that up. Lovely.
A little bit. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and fix this. So I get, yeah. I think this should be good. A little better.
Come. So you can, even if you like, sit down on the floor.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So
Can
you can.
you?
Yeah, that's perfect. Kneeling is also great. So I'm doing it sideways so you can see me better.
Yes.
Hands to your forehead. And as your hands push back against the head pushes forward. So there's a lot of resistance going on there now. You will feel a lot of pressure in the nape of your neck. Those are the muscles you're working. Stay there for a few counts. If you have a high BP or a CVD issue, then you want to go in small pulses rather than these sort of isometric freezes. You want to make it isotonic. But even if you're pulsing, you want to make sure that you don't release entirely. You release only part way. Think of it as maybe a 50% release. Super, super. Well done. Okay, so you can release that. Did you feel that in the nape of your neck?
Yes.
Yeah. Now that's not the only muscle that needs strengthening on the neck. The sides, because the neck extends all the way to the sides also. You need that here too. Now, I don't know if I'm mirror imaging you here or not, but it doesn't matter. Let's just start with one arm and then go to the other. So in the same position, but now sideways. One arm to your head. Okay, I'll mirror image you here. Lovely. One arm to the head. And as your palm pushes your head pushes back against the palm. Lovely.
Yes.
So we have resistance here now. Fabulous. Keep pushing. The harder the push, obviously, the greater the intensity. Keep pushing, and the only thing that you don't want to hold is your breath. Keep breathing. You need that regular oxygen supply now more than ever. Keep it going. Lovely. In the meantime, a quick hello to all you guys who've been coming in, and apologies for all our network issues. But we're all subject to that these days, so we do our best. Okay, so let's get off that side, Annie. That was great. And the same thing gets repeated on the other side. You've got to make sure that you equal it out. Keep pushing. You will obviously feel it on the side of the neck here. Keep pushing.
Yes.
Hand to head, head to hand. Lovely. And keep breathing. So if you hold it like this, I haven't counted it down for you, but if you hold it like this, a slow count of anywhere between 8 and 12 is good. 8 if you're more a beginner, 12 if you're no, not so much a beginner. Move forward, yeah? Super, let go. Now, the thing is that was all about strengthening the muscles. That's fabulous because we do lose that strength. However, we need to make sure that we also ease them out. So, open it out, mobility, flex, so chin to chest, and we slowly roll the head up to the right side, chin to right shoulder. Again, chin to chest, all the way down. Roll up to your left shoulder. Look up the other way. Good. Do it again. Chin to chest, right shoulder. If I'm mirror imaging you right, otherwise, never mind the right and left. I don't know my right. It's just that I don't know which way I'm facing you. Now, though you're the shoulder, look actually a little further back even. Yeah, correct. Now look even further back into that corner to open the stretch out completely. Fabulous. Fabulous. Great. Okay, let's move forward. Couple of other things we don't end up doing, which we really should, a simple question of, mobile am I? Am I able to even reach all parts of my body? Can I even reach all parts of my back to clean my, or do I do that necessarily with a bath brush or then not at all? These are important elements in functional fitness. Other things like, am I able to even sit down on the floor and stand up in a split second without kind of, teeter-tottering all over the place? But maybe we won't do that today because they're less about the lockdown. Let's focus more about these days right now and what we need. Yeah. Okay. So then moving forward into the aspect of the lower back. Now, seated as you are already, let me see if you can see me. Yeah, I think you can see me.
Yes.
Now, seated out here, legs are crossed if you're comfortable with that. And you then round over and reach out in front of you. So round over, arms reach out in front of you all the way as far as you can. Back. Flatten the back out. You'll feel the whole body stretching out. Try and walk the fingers a little further forward. Your hips tend to lift off the floor. Totally fine. This stretches out the whole body along with the back, which you very much need. But more than this is the one that's done on the sides. So let's take it to any one side right now. Any one side, your knee goes on top of the chin here. And then you reach out fully diagonally on the floor. Fabulous. Reach out more diagonally. The opposite hip and leg tends to lift off a little bit, which is totally fine. From this position, you'll feel that part of the back, the side of your back here, which is being opened and stretched. All those love and nobody loves, which in lockdown are just getting more and more ample, shall we say. Fabulous. So this is a great stretch for just that problem where we jam up. Holding it for 10 to 12 seconds. And then we slowly take it through the center and to the other side in the same way. Chin on your knee and a diagonal reach out with your palms. Further, further, further. Flat back. Opposite leg tends to lift out and that's totally fine. If you try to do these exercises once, even every alternate day, you will find that you see the benefit of it very quickly, almost immediately. Okay, let's sit back up. All right. So now, shall we get into what we were talking about with reference to the knee joint, ensuring that the knees are kept very sound and solid?
Yes. This was good. This really stretched out my neck. I felt the stress around the nape of my neck and across, even down to the shoulders, because when you tend to sit on your laptops and you're working continuously, you're trying to focus on the screen, it gets blurry, you're not paying attention, you're not loosening yourself up. at any given time. I think you should keep telling yourself that.
Yes, absolutely. They work immediately. You'll feel the benefit right away. Yeah. Okay. So now when it comes to the knees, there are four. So we have quadricep muscles in front of the thighs, right? Which are responsible for the knee strength and integrity, keeping the joint very solid, strong, etc. Your knee problems be varied. It could be because of a meniscus tear, it could be because of a fluid, sort of an edema of sorts, friction. It could be arthritis. It could be a variety of things that's causing your knee problem. It could be an issue with the patella, the kneecap, etc. Whatever the issue is, however, you still need the quadricep muscles to keep the joint solid. Your supplemental strength, because they complement each other, has to be strong. You need to make sure that those muscles then support the joint that is weak. So
Right.
there are four sets of quadricep muscles, but only one of them is mainly responsible for keeping this area strong. We often don't work those. So now we try and get into squats and lunges and things, but that muscle is not worked. Okay?
Okay.
Which muscle is that? The one of the inner knee, closer to the knee side of it, not further up the thigh. So I'm going to
Okay.
get you to do an exercise to work that. Now for that, you can either use your fists like this, mounted up onto their ends. Yeah, that's an easy way of doing it. Or you can use something like a small napkin, just kind of rolled up.
Okay.
Whichever way you like. Okay. So what you're going to do is, in which case you'd need two if you're using the napkins, otherwise you're good with your fists. Okay. So sitting down with your legs straight out in front of you, you prop up these small napkins under your knees, or you prop up your fist under your knees.
Okay.
And legs are straight. Okay, now try to push the knees downward into the floor against your fist or against your napkins, whatever you're doing. Push down. Fabulous. Now this, as you work the inner part of the vastus muscle, the vastus medialis muscle, the quadricep muscle, which is really important in keeping your knee strength and in order. And release. It's nice to try and hold it for a few moments, not just contract and release in a hurry, because you get more value out of the exercise. So
What about the sole of my feet? Should it be should it continue to touch the ground?
Don't worry about it. Your feet may tend to lift off, and that's
okay.
So push down with the knees. Feet may lift off, which just shows you that you're doing the exercise absolutely correctly, because it wouldn't lift off otherwise. And release. Keep going. You may find that the butt also clenches quite a bit. Not an issue. Added benefit. Great. So again, about 8 to 10, maximum 12 of these is great to start with. Yeah? You notice that little bit of weakness in the knee, or the little bit of occasional pain, maybe if you're going up and down stairs or on a slope, etc., completely disappear as soon as you start.
Wow.
Yeah?
Wow.
Correct. So it's fantastic. Shall we do something for the shins? For the shins and the lower body, the ankles, the shins. Fabulous. Come, just stand up. Okay. Now, if you're standing in a position where I can see your legs, and preferably you don't have any support next to you, because then you also tend to work on balance and control and coordination, which is great. We all need that in fitness, yeah? So let's try not to hold something, but if you do need to hold something, you can. Okay, so what's lower body? You're actually just going up, and I'm doing it at an angle you can see me. Legs a little apart, so you're more stable. Go up onto your toes, bend the knees, and pulse in this position. So the knees kind of bend and straighten out. Don't straighten completely, but you're pulsing really from the knee. The ankles are holding steady and they're off the floor.
Right.
Carry on. carry on. This gives you a lot of lower body strength quickly. If at all somebody has a knee problem already, it's a good idea to do it on the higher end. But otherwise, to make it harder, we can do it wider and lower and then pulse here, but never allowing the knees to go beyond the toe. That alignment has to be correct. So the knees fall somewhere on top with the support of the lower legs and not without. Super. Are you feeling it? You should be feeling it pretty much everywhere. Yeah. Fabulous. So again, everything great to start with 8, 10, 12 sort of a thing. Yeah. Can we do a sit down and a stand up? Because it conditions many parts of the body. Lovely. So this is how it looks. So it's even like, you know, when I get into a low sports car, can I get in looking super slick and get out looking just as super slick? Or am I kind of all over the place with myself and struggling and, you know, sort of a thing? In the Indian scenario, of course, we, as Indians, Diwali time, Holi time, whatever, we do sit down on the floor for our pujas. We do get up off the floor. It's a very important thing to manage and maintain. So let's give it a shot. What happens? So I want to get your arms out of the way, right? So you know that you're not cheating. And just watch this. Let me get my hat a little bit. Okay. So here you are. You just, hands are out of the way. You sit down. Come, try it. Just sit down. Fabulous.
Okay.
If you fall down, doesn't matter. It's fine. Great. Keep your hands forward. Lean forward. Stand up.
Am I allowed to change my legs in?
So, initially,
Sorry.
okay. Now, yeah, but if you practice that a little bit, you'll get better and better at it. But if you're not able to do it in that position, there are other cheat positions we do it in. Just as a crutch to help you quickly get into this full position. Okay, so let's try even those because everyone's not able to do it. Yeah, you have to feel proud of yourself, but you get it in the first try. You actually want to get there. Okay, here's the cheat way of doing it. You keep the legs apart. Yeah, and you just dump your hips down. Don't worry if you fall back. Sit and dump back. Sit. Hands out of the way. Good. Now, how do we get up? We can't get up. Of course we can. Let the knees come in a little closer to one another. Feet around. Lovely. Push your weight forward. You will stand. That's it.
Yay.
Do it again. Keep the arms out where you can see them. Hips back. Sit. Super. And knees in. To stand. Put the weight forward. Stand. Fabulous. You did it. Awesome. Let's do it the even tougher way, the first way.
I've got the thigh muscles over here stretched quite a bit because of that. I think the earlier one was better for me. But I should do both.
Great, because that's actually the tougher one. All muscles are working out there to help you do this, yeah? Okay, so come. Let's do it the traditional way then. Legs are crossed. We just sit. Hands out of the way where we can all see them. Go. Down. Up.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
And you know the trick is just leaning forward. Come. Go. Sit. Fabulous. Just lean forward. Hands up. Lean forward. You come up. Super.
I'll get there.
You already got there. The more you do it, the better and faster and slicker you get. So fantastic. Yeah. Okay. So that's that. There's one more I really want to get into with you. And this one is about, you know, we get out of bed and then we say, oh God, my neck is hurting. I don't know what I did. Maybe I slept badly with the pillow or my back is suddenly hurting. I can't get out of bed. That's not on. That's not being functionally fit. And it's happening a lot these days, right? So this is what I want to practice, just getting in and out of bed. Now, normally we know that when we lie down, we are not to just get up from our back straight away. We do
Right.
that we're supposed to turn onto our side and
Yes.
get up, but we don't always do it, right? I mean, we do
Yeah.
later. So let's imagine you're doing it all wrong. Let's imagine you're lying on your back and then you want to get up. Okay? As long as one leg is bent and the other leg is straight out, let me teach you how you can do it being strong enough and not hurting yourself. So with the arms overhead, lovely. Try not to jerk up in a hurry. Try to keep it slow and controlled. Exhale, sit up. That's it. And go back. Lie down, arms up. I'm getting you to cheat with the arms. They propel your weight forward. Come to slowly breathe out, sit up. See how much better you did just on the second time? It was less jerky, the leg didn't come up. Fabulous. Go back. You'll do it even better the third time. It's amazing how fast the body reacts. Go. Roll round it, come up. Fabulous. And back. Let's keep both legs bent, the other one, and apart. Super. Now try it. Breathe
Oh no.
out. Breathe out.
That's not.
Out a little bit. It's okay. Up. Breathe in, go down. Do it again. Breathe out. Come up. Breathe in. And yeah, relax. See, now that was the wrong way of getting
Okay.
out of bed, but we do it all the time. And when you have a strong back and a strong core and these exercises develop it, it yet doesn't matter. You're yet good to go. That's the point, that you become very functionally fit. So, yeah, I think that gives us ample to deal with right now.
Absolutely, a lot to deal with. This was amazing. So, right from the neck exercises that you did, just ensuring that the nape of the neck or any other place is not as stressed because we're so engrossed in our work. And then to just stretching ourselves out, especially the ones where you said you can sit down and get up. I think that strengthens quite a bit of your lower body if we do it on a regular basis. So, how many times in a day do you think I should jump out of wherever I'm sitting and do this?
Once a day or even every alternate day, if you do it, it's fine. Okay. The thing is that, if you give your body that little bit of respect, it gives you much more back. It reacts to you,
Sure.
very quickly. Okay.
That's
And when
for sure. That's for
you
sure.
see the result as well, it will not support anything or any part of your life that you wanted to. It's not asking for much and it's so responsive. And even more important than that, if there can be, and even more important than that, is the fact that I want you to get to a place, I want all our viewers to get to a place where you realize that, hey, my self-esteem, I'm feeling like $1,000,000. I didn't think I could do this. I didn't fall like that and just get up like that. I mean, that was reserved for all those, cool trapeze artists and whatever. No, this is you and your body, and it's an amazing body, and you give it half a chance, it reacts really quickly to you. So a lot of it is about self-respect and self-esteem too. We can do with that more in the lockdown than any other time, right? When it's
Absolutely. Absolutely. This has been amazing, Nawaz. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for all the exercises you showed us because they're very, very helpful. And like I was telling the viewers, that it's going to be very simple and something we can do, and it's going to be effective in just opening up our muscles and making us feel good. Because that's the whole idea. You need to start feeling good. You need to get that jump start, and then maybe you can, catch up and go back to what you were doing in the past, or pick up new routines or whatever it is. Don't forget to follow Nawaz on her Insta handle. It's Nawaz Body Art Mumbai. It's very simple. She does a lot of online lessons. In fact, there's one soon after this session. Her online classes will be on. So she is available to anyone, anywhere in the world. So make sure you make the most of the experience she comes with. And, for instance, you told me about the quadruple, I believe, below the knee, the one that nobody usually looks into and thinks about.
Right.
You helped touch that. And that's why I hold you in very high regard, because it's not just adults of a certain age, between the age group of 18 or 40, but even the senior citizens that you particularly look into and ensure that they can lead a very independent life, into, of course, showing the kids how much they can, may not be so much of an exercise, but just give them a sort of a discipline or direction is more than enough to keep them healthy and fit. You are the best. Thank you so much, Nawaz.
Thank you, Annie. I just want to quickly say we all have seniors around that we're very concerned about, and they are more they are more liable to, they're more susceptible to what's happening in the environment these days. And they really are our heart and souls. They've really made us everything that we are today. They brought us up and so on and so forth, whatever they've done for us. And when you want to do back for them, there are many areas in terms of aging, in terms of a senior citizen, which naturally needs a little help. There's a single exercise, only one exercise that you can do for each particular ailment that a senior might have, which quickly reverses the issue for them as well. When we're younger, we need exercise. As long as we have a physical existence, we all need exercise, but we need it much more when we're older, because the body is going to be packing up, and you do want to make sure that you don't let that happen. So a lot out there for them as well. I pioneered a lot of that, and I'm very passionate about that. And yes, my own parents are 91 and 81 and doing fabulously. No glasses and no sticks and no nothing, and very steady.
Wow.
It's such an honor and privilege to do back for people who've done for us. It is I mean, you want to do it anyway, but it is the karmic cycle too.
Right. You know what? We should soon do a session for the senior citizens, and some of the very simple exercises that you can show us that we can get our parents to do while at home if they're feeling a little lazy to step out. And you don't send them out too often. So
at home and do it at home.
Right. We're going to do that very, very soon. But for today, thank you so much. Much love. Much love, Nawaz. Thank you so much.
Apologies for all our network issues to you viewers again.
Oh,
yeah.
More on my end, nothing from your end. But it's all sorted now. Yeah. All is good when it ends well.
Absolutely. Take care.
Bye.
Yeah.
That was Nawaz Modi Singhania with me. And yes, with that, I've come to the end of this session. It's been a wonderful session. Very simple exercises she showed us, which we can do wherever we are. So let's try and do that. I think I've got my jump start, and I think I'm going to, get back to what I have been doing. I just needed somebody to push me maybe, and these are very simple stretch exercises we need to do while we are so engrossed in work. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much. And you can catch me on 94.3 Daily One every day, Monday to Friday afternoons with Annie, 12 noon to 4 p.m. By the way, she's going to have another chat. She's going to have another chat. Why did I say chat? Maybe I'm hungry. It's that time of the evening. But the chat is going to be Fitness Week, where we're also going to touch upon mental health. That's going to be Monday, 3 o'clock. But do tune in from 12, because that's when my show begins. And there's so much lined up on Monday. Bye-bye.